Did you know that bottle of Listerine mouthwash in your bathroom was actually meant to be a floor cleaner? That's right, you didn't hear it wrong. Back in 1879 in St. Louis, Missouri, when Listerine was first created by Dr. Joseph Lawrence and pharmacist Jordan Wheat Lambert, it wasn't meant to freshen your breath at all. It was invented as a surgical antiseptic, a treatment for foot fungus, a cure for gonorrhea, and yes, a floor cleaner. Because it was a heavy-duty chemical antiseptic, it smelled terrible. In fact, if you used the original formula to rinse your mouth, it would literally feel like your entire mouth was on fire. Because it was so harsh and completely unappealing, sales were terrible, and Lambert Pharmacal Company was on the brink of bankruptcy. But in the 1920s, the owners of Listerine pulled off a legendary pivot that went down in marketing history. They realized a brutal truth. If they kept selling floor cleaner, they would starve. They needed to sell something else. And what they chose to sell was fear. Back then, bad breath was completely normal. Nobody cared and nobody judged you for it. But to change the game, Listerine's marketing team dug through old medical dictionaries and dragged out a scary-sounding clinical term, halitosis. Halitosis is actually just a combination of Latin and Greek words that mean breath condition. But Listerine rebranded it. They turned a basic bodily function into a serious medical disease, a social disgrace that you absolutely had to cure immediately. To plant this fear into people's minds, Listerine launched a massive ad campaign that struck right at people's deepest insecurities, especially women. Their most famous ad featured a fictional girl named Edna, a young, beautiful, and intelligent woman. But Edna was approaching her 30th birthday and was still single. The reason? Not because she wasn't amazing, but because she suffered from that horrible disease, halitosis. And the worst part? All her friends knew it, but no one dared to tell her. A wave of terrifying ad slogans flooded the newspapers. Often a bridesmaid, never a bride, or bad breath will make your lover leave you. It was the ultimate psychological manipulation. They literally invented a disease, used media to panic the public, and then stood there as the savior to sell the solution. The strategy was a massive success. In just 7 short years, between 1920 and 1927, Listerine's revenue skyrocketed from a mere $115,000 to a whopping $8 million. From a harsh surgical antiseptic that nobody wanted, Listerine transformed into a must-have item in every American bathroom. Riding the wave of success, they kept pushing Listerine for other wild uses, claiming it could cure dandruff, act as an aftershave, and even cure the common cold. They told the public that rinsing with Listerine would kill all cold and flu viruses, but they flew too close to the sun. In 1975, the Federal Trade Commission officially cracked down on them. Listerine was fined $10 million for false advertising and was forced to run public corrections, admitting that their mouthwash does not cure colds or sore throats. Despite the false advertising scandal, you cannot deny that Listerine's story is the absolute pinnacle of psychological manipulation in modern marketing.